Welcome back. While joyous for many, the holiday season can be particularly difficult for those who have lost loved ones. New Mexico ranks second in the nation for child bereavement, with 1 in 10 children experiencing the death of a parent or sibling by the age of 18. The Children's Grief Center of New Mexico, they offer support for those who are having a difficult time dealing with loss now during the holiday season. Crystal spoke with Executive Director Jade Richardson Bach to find out how they're helping New Mexicans cope with grief now during the holiday season.
Joining us this morning, we have Jade Richardson Bach with the Children's Grief Center of New Mexico. Good morning.
Good morning, Crystal.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jade. A very important conversation that we're having this morning. We're talking about grief and children who are dealing with it here in New Mexico. Before we get into the holiday season and how it impacts so many families here, let's talk about what the Children's Grief Center is and what you do.
Thank you, Crystal. So the Children's Grief Center has been operating for 19 years in central New Mexico, and we provide peer support and resources and education for young people between the ages of 5 and 25 and adults that are grieving the death of a loved one. And all of our services are provided at no charge. This is made possible by the generous donations from individuals and businesses in our community and a lot of wonderful volunteers. So this really is a big community effort.
Let's talk about the holiday season. Typically this time of year is when you guys are seeing an influx of calls because this is a time of year when grief really weighs heavily on us after the loss of a loved one.
You're absolutely right. You know, the holidays are all about tradition, about family, about our expectations, and when somebody important in our family is missing from that holiday celebration, families kind of don't know which way to go. You know, if the person who passed away was the person who made the special holiday meal or did all the decorations, some family members say, oh, you know, we're not going to celebrate at all. And other family members might say, we have to make everything exactly the same. And it can be a sort of heightened time for the pain of that loss, as well as conflict within the family, because everybody's coping with that grief in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. How should somebody cope with it as an adult when they're dealing with children who are also dealing with grief?
You know, it's so hard to be an adult in a family where there's been a death and you have your own pain to tend to, and then you have little ones that you have to be a model for. And so first and foremost, I would encourage any family that's coping with a death right now to call the Children's Grief Center, and we can talk with you and connect you with resources and ideas. We do a lot of special stuff around the holidays for just this reason. But parenting while you're grieving is particularly hard, and nobody is supposed to know how to do it. So it's okay to ask for help, and that's why we're here. Mr. Rogers said, if it's mentionable, it's manageable. And that might really feel like the hardest thing to do, is to bring up that conversation. But we can gather our family around and say, hey guys, it's going to be different this year because dad isn't with us, or mom isn't with us, or, you know, the other important people aren't with us.
Right.
And in this time of COVID, we're all dealing with that, right? So communicating ahead of time, what traditions do we really want to keep, and what can we make a little different? Having a plan really helps kind of deflate some of that anxiety and expectation around the holidays, and make sure that everybody gets a voice in the process. And you might do things differently this year, and that's okay. You might want to honor the people that can't be with you, maybe with you know, special decorations or letters or notes or time to set aside to talk about that person and how important they are to you. You might want to honor their memory by making a gift in their name to an organization that provides a service that's important to you, or even purchasing gifts for less fortunate people in honor of the person that you lost. Do something to remember them. And also, you know, the expectation of the day almost can be worse than the actual day itself. So communicating ahead of time and leaving yourself open to experience that holiday in its imperfections and its little things to be grateful for is really important too. And that's a whole lot to remember. So we encourage people to reach out to the Children's Grief Center, and we'll help you through this.
You know, some family members may be dealing with a situation where one family member in particular is not ready to open up and not ready to share, but they become concerned about their well-being. How do you handle a situation like that?
Absolutely. And again, everybody in the family is at a different age and stage, and they had a different relationship to the deceased, and they have a different thing going on in their head. So they are going to all experience and express that grief differently. I would say be open to those differences and say, you know, this is painful for me because of this. I just want to check in with you and see how you're doing, and know that I love you and we both miss the person that is gone. Again, opening that door to the conversation without putting too much pressure on somebody to grieve the same way you're grieving can really help. But you know, Crystal, these are unusual circumstances, and of course we're living in an absolutely unusual time, right? None of us are really blessed with knowing exactly how to handle everything perfectly. So it's always okay to ask for extra help.
Absolutely.
Maybe get some guidance. And we do workshops quarterly throughout the year. They're called Grieving Families, Grieving Children. They're free. Right now they're accessible over Zoom, where we address just exactly these things. You know, a 5-year-old is going to have different questions and feelings than a 15-year-old. A masculine griever is going to have different feelings and experiences than a more feminine style of grieving. And, you know, so we talk about all that stuff.
Absolutely. And, you know, you just hit the nail on the head, saying the biggest way to help a loved one is to be open-minded during this process. For our viewers who are wanting more information about the Children's Grief Center and how they can reach out to you during this time, where can they reach you?
You can always find us at childrensgrief.org. That's childrensgrief.org. Google Children's Grief Center of New Mexico. All of the schools, the public education department is connected with us. The Department of Health is connected with us. Your pediatrician's office is connected with us. Your funeral home is connected with us. But you can look for childrensgrief.org to find a whole ton of information on who we are and what we offer, and give us a call too. And that number is on our website, and I know you have it as well.
Jade, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know that you really touched some of our viewers this morning.
Well, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for everything that you guys do. We appreciate you.